and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Technology.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Good evening and welcome inside Star Valley High School for Braves basketball, live on SVI Media, Swift 98, and the SVI Sports Network. Duke Ganson, Dal Erickson here with you inside the Crimson Cathedral as we open up conference games inside the 4A West, of the Braves hosting the Natrona Mustangs tonight. For those of you watching on the screen, it is the boys JV game wrapping up. Close game down the stretch, just over 2 minutes to go, and Star Valley up 55-50 in this JV game. Dallas been 2 weeks since the boys have played. Lady Braves just had one game last week. It's been a long pre-conference schedule, a lot of kind of gaps in that schedule here and there, but finally you get to these conference schedule Friday, Saturday night opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. And probably extra long for the boys' game. I know the girls' game's coming up next, but that boys' game especially, they had a real rough outing against Skyview and then no game last weekend. So that thing sat and festered for a couple of weeks. And if you checked out Sports Night with Jake Hibbard last night, Zach Thompson kind of touched on that as well. But, hey, anytime the Casper schools are in Afton, you got to have your shoes done up real tight and expect a tough game.
So it's Natrona tonight, Kelly Walsh tomorrow. The Phillies for the girls' varsity game. Natrona coming in 1-8 overall now. This is a kind of young Phillies team that the Lady Braves are going to have tonight. Just 2 seniors on the team. They're struggling to find who's that scorer going to be. They have a junior that's leading the team with 7.2 points per game, and then they have a number of 3s and 5s averages per game on this squad, and they're really trying to find their footing, and Star Valley hoping they can come off to a 1-0 start in conference play tonight against the Phillies.
Well, and on the home court especially, and also on the girls' side, they were sitting at 4-2, and then they've lost their last 2 games. Those were hard-fought losses, but losses nonetheless. So, yeah, they would love to get back in the winning column, especially against it's a cross quad game, not technically a conference game, but certainly would like to do that tonight against the Phillies.
Absolutely. We may be a little delayed on the tip-off. We'll see. This game is close down the stretch in the boys' JV matchup. It's a 2-point game right now. Natrona just calling a timeout with Star Valley up by 2, 55-53. Down the stretch. 52 seconds remains in the boys' JV game. Coming up in the First Bank of Wyoming Countdown to tip-off. It's your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. We'll have your Crimson Corner, roundup, recap the rivalry, sideline report, records watch, all on the way with the keys to the game, national anthem, and your varsity roster ahead of the starting 5. Lady Braves and the Natrona County Phillies on the way in just a few. We will take a break here, and we'll come back in 2 minutes live from Star Valley High School on SVI Sports.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
This is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click job openings. That's lcsd2.org and click job openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Braves basketball tonight on SVI Sports with the Star Valley Braves getting ready to take on Natrona County, the Phillies of the Mustangs. And Afton tonight, the girls varsity game will tip off after this boys JV game wraps up. Another timeout called with 8.7 seconds remaining, and Star Valley up in this game 55-53. Coming up in just a few moments, our player spotlight. We're going to have Roman Erickson for the boys team. He'll join us in just a few. I had a chance to catch up with Roman, talk about coming back onto the court after rehab and minor surgery from football and getting ready to play and getting some minutes early in January for Roman Erickson. So that's the player spotlight on the way in just a few moments as part of our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. In fact, we'll send you that way as soon as we wrap up this boys JV game in our pre-tip-off coverage. Star Valley will have the ball here now with a 2-point lead.
And pretty tight here. The Mustangs actually trailed by 12 about halfway through the third quarter and cut it to this position, this 1 point or one possession game here. At the end, they're going to need the Braves to miss at least one free throw. Well, actually, we're not to that point, so they may not get a chance to get the ball back without a steal.
That was the third team foul. That's what it looks like on the scoreboard here inside the high school, and there is going to be quick timeout again called by Star Valley with 5.1 to go. So with that in mind, how about we do jump right into our player spotlight right now. Here's Star Valley High School junior Roman Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.
It's our player spotlight as part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on SVI, and Star Valley junior Roman Erickson here with us today. Roman, good to have you with us and good to see you on the court. Didn't get any playing time in December because of an injury. How's the knee feeling these days?
It's feeling good. It felt good to get back. It was a pretty minor surgery, just a little trim out on meniscus, so it was good to start to get in the swing of things.
What were those first minutes like when you finally got out on the court? What did that feel like?
They felt good. Obviously a little rusty. Everybody's been playing for a month or so and you get thrown in there, but felt good. I was on a minute restriction the first two games back, so it feels good to kind of get into the swing of things and get my feet wet, and then we'll get rolling this week.
Speaking of back in the swing of things, you guys have no game action for about 2 weeks now, so a lot of time to kind of reflect and get ready for conference play. What are you guys focusing on maybe internally as a team as you get ready to host the Casper schools this week?
Yeah, breaks are kind of hard, but they're also good. You can get a little bit of rest and just got to make sure you're pushing in practice. We've been focusing, watching a lot of film, breaking down each and every defensive and offensive possession. Just cleaning up our defense, making sure we run through offenses, doing everything at full speed, not lackadaisical, and just focusing on the details.
Now, of course, Roman is a junior. It's a pretty senior-heavy team this year for boys basketball at Star Valley. What do you see as your contribution when you come onto the court?
Yeah, there's 7 other seniors other than me, so it was good to get comfortable with those guys and then just kind of know your role. We've got Cooper Lancaster, obviously, can do a lot of stuff. We've got a bunch of good shooters. Will kind of holds down the paint. When I come in, I can just look to do the other things like rebound heavy, lock up on defense, crash the boards, get a bucket when I need to, and just try and hit open shots.
All right, Roman, when you are not playing basketball, football, any other sport like that, what other hobbies do you have?
I like outdoor stuff. I like other sports, just messing around with my friends. We go camping a lot. I like to play poker, just a bunch of fun stuff, yeah.
Okay, very cool. Roman Erickson with us. Roman, what is your favorite class in school right now?
Probably Lifetime Fitness with Patience Jenkins. That's fun. We have all my friends in there, so we just kind of have a good time.
Nice, love it. How about your favorite candy bar?
Ooh, probably a Carmelo. Yeah.
All right, I think that's the first Carmelo answer I've had. Nice. Favorite movie?
Ooh, I like a lot of movies. Can I go show? My favorite show is Prison Break. Yeah.
Good one. All right. Roman Erickson, our player spotlight on the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Back at Star Valley High School for Braves basketball, tip-off coverage on the SVI Sports Network. JV boys game just wrapping up. Star Valley holding off Natrona to win by 2 in the JV game. Now the varsity girls take the court and warm up to host the Natrona County Phillies in the opening weekend of 4A West basketball. Now let's check that Crimson Corner and what else is going on this weekend in Star Valley High School athletics.
Well, you got this one here tonight, of course, both the boys and the girls hosting Natrona, and Kelly Walsh is tomorrow, and then Evanston is Thursday, so several home games right in a row. Girls and boys wrestling, they are at the Tiger Grizz Invite today and tomorrow. Look for some coverage tomorrow at SVInews.com. And indoor track and field is at Idaho State University. The Snake River Invite, that is at ISU. And that is a look at your Crimson Corner.
It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, where you're more than just an account number. Visit local branches in Star Valley and Afton and in Alpine at First Bank of Wyoming. How about the roundup and some girls basketball games happening this weekend of interest? It's all presented by Sunrise Engineering.
And a few scores from last night as well. Number 2, Green River, no problem with Riverton, 70-41. Evanston all over Rock Springs, 44-16. Big Piney over Kemmer, 55-32. Rankings, of course, courtesy of the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll. Other matchups tonight, Kelly Walsh up the Canyon at Jackson. A big one in Cheyenne, number 3 Sheridan at number 1 East. And another big one in Laramie, number 4 Thunder Basin is at number 5 Laramie. You've got Campbell County at Cheyenne Central. And then number 2 Cokeville playing at Fort Washakie tonight. That is a look at your roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. It is Star Valley and Natrona County tonight on the SVI Sports Network. Back in 2 minutes with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Are you sidelined by a sports-related injury? At Alpine Foot and Ankle, Dr. Andrew McCall specializes in treating ankle sprains, Achilles injuries, chronic ankle pain and instability, flat feet, and heel pain.
Dr. McCall's expert care ensures you get back to your active lifestyle quickly and safely. Don't let foot and ankle issues hold you back. Visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic to learn more. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Back inside the Crimson Cathedral, Star Valley High School opening up 4A West play this weekend between the Star Valley Braves and the visiting Natrona County Phillies. Varsity girls basketball on the way in just a few moments. Duke and Dal here with you. Dal, let's recap this rivalry with the help of SVI News.
Well, this one goes back to the 1997-98 season, and up until last year, it was completely one-sided. As you can see, overall, Natrona leads the series 16-1, but the last game was a Star Valley win. That was 41-28 in Casper. Looking at some of the trends, last week was that first win in the series history, and the Lady Braves have never defeated the Phillies in Afton. They are 0-8 all time, so the Lady Braves with a chance one more time to maybe add a little more history after making some last year. That's a look at the rivalry presented tonight by SVI News.
Visit SVInews.com for your print or e-edition subscription to the Star Valley Independent. That's SVInews.com. Let's go courtside with the Miles CPA courtside report. Amelia Kazare able to catch up with Coach Kate Erickson to get his thoughts heading into the matchup today. Millie.
Thanks, Duke. Tonight is the team's first conference matchup of the season. Coach Erickson told me the focus is on settling in and playing with confidence. He wants to see better overall flow from the team, noting that while early season nerves weren't an issue at the start of this year, increased pressure can build as the season goes on. He's excited to see the girls have that rhythm that they need to play well tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Amelia Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report. It is tax season. Get your best results possible with the help of Miles CPA in Afton, Alpine, and at 885-0055. Now let's take a look at that records watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
And look at the records watch tonight. The Lady Braves coming into the weekend averaging just a shade under 47 points per game. That ranks him 6th in the 15-team 4A class. Star Valley also averaging 30 rebounds a game, and that is good for 4th in the 4A class. That's a look at your records watch presented tonight by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. 3 minutes away from tip-off. Back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients, from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Just moments away between Star Valley and Natrona. Girls varsity game on the way as we wrap up the countdown to tip-off. Now your keys to the game presented by Star Valley Health.
Well, key number one is get to the rim and get to the line. The Lady Braves really need to be the aggressor tonight. Key number two, push your opportunities. Natrona is actually ranked dead last in the 4A class in points allowed, 60 points per game. The Lady Braves need to try and take advantage of that if they can. And key number three, 70% at least from the free throw line. And this is a little higher than their season average, but I'm looking for 30% from the three-point line. If they can do those things, they should be in good shape. That's a look at the keys to the game, brought to you tonight by Star Valley Health.
Offering the keys to your great health. Compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. That is starvalleyhealth.org. Lady Braves getting set to host the Natrona County Phillies. Star Valley coming in 4-4 overall in this first conference matchup, and Natrona Phillies coming in at 1-8 overall. Dow, just real quick before they go to the anthem, this is a conference game, but not a Southwest quad game. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is, it's not going to really necessarily count towards your regional seeding. It could help with tiebreakers, but next week when you say, hey, the win-loss is this, you're not going to see a 1-0 or a 1-1 or a 2-1, whatever, at the conference record mark. So this may come into play for seedings later, but it probably won't.
Let's send it down courtside to the PA for the introduction of the national anthem ahead of the starting varsity roster and the starting five here at Star Valley High School between the Lady Braves and the Natrona County Lady Phillies. That's it for the countdown to tip-off presented by First Bank of Wyoming. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. That's gofirstbank.com. We'll go down to the PA and the court for the national anthem presented in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware located in Afton.
Games. January 11th through the 17th is Officials Appreciation Week as recognized by the NFHS and the WHSAA. Our officials play a vital role in every contest. Without them, our student athletes wouldn't be able to compete in the sport they love. Their time, dedication, and commitment help make every game fair, safe, and meaningful. So tonight, Brave Nation, please join us in giving a big round of applause to our game officials. Your officials for tonight's game are Mark Aramuspi, Eric Quinney, and Thomas Wells. These officials are registered with the Wyoming High School Activities Association, and like the coaches, are here to help student athletes learn and compete fairly. They have worked hard to master the rules and apply them consistently. We ask that you please respect their honest efforts in administering tonight's contest. Star Valley High School Student Council member and cheerleader, Janie Young, has a message for us.
Okay, good evening everyone. Before we begin the national anthem and tonight's game, we'd like to share a quick clarification from the Student Council. For the last few years at Star Valley, we've waited to applaud to the national anthem until the flag is fully rolled up. After looking into proper etiquette, we learned that respect is paid during the anthem itself and applause is appropriate when the anthem concludes. According to the U.S. Flag Code, we stand at attention and face the flag through the last note of the anthem to show respect. Applause is held at the conclusion of the national anthem, not to the movement of the flag. So, moving forward, we will be applauding at the end of the anthem rather than waiting for the flag to finish rolling up. This allows us to both honor the anthem and the presentation of the flag clearly and respectfully without any confusion. Thank you so much for being here tonight to support our basketball teams and for your understanding and continue to support our traditions. Okay, so please rise as we have the national anthem by Emma Morton. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
Varsity roster for the Lady Braves presented by Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, and more on Rocky Road in Afton. Starters being announced for the visiting Natrona County Phillies. Number 2 is Raina Reese, a freshman. Number 10, Josh Behrens, a junior. Number 12, Elike Sheets, a senior. Number 20, Elena Ducher, a sophomore. And number 30, Carly Dinkel, a junior. Head coach J.R. Wilson for the 1 and 8 Natrona Phillies in their blacks. And the starting lineup's about to be announced here at Star Valley High School. First, a hype video showing on the video board, courtesy of Clay Merritt, a former SVI kid, graduate of Star Valley High School, putting this together. So shout out to Clay for doing that now as the Lady Braves get set for their starting 5 to be announced here at Star Valley High School. Once again, courtesy of Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, excavation, road building equipment, and equipment rental on Rocky Road in Afton. And the home, Star Valley Lady Braves.
Well, Duke, it was pointed out to me this week that maybe we should cheat a little bit on the heights for the girls. So starting at 6 foot tonight, number 3, Morgan McGee. Also 6-footer, number 4, Cam Mackey, a senior. Number 5, standing at 6 feet tall, leading the Lady Braves in points and rebounds, Ambry Nelson. Believe it or not, another 6-footer, a junior, number 12, Hudson Kleeman. And rounding out the starting lineup, a 6-foot center, number 24, a senior, Ruby Hill. The Lady Braves are coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Alan Simpson, Jason Kazare, and Shaylin Hathaway.
There was one of the boys players that was getting a few extra inches when he was announced on SVI as the starter. And Morgan McGee came up to me after the Preston game and said, hey, if you're going to give the boys a few inches, give us a few inches. And then Zach Thompson called us out on Star Valley Sports Night about it too. So there you go. All of them 6 feet tonight for the Lady Braves.
Believe it or not, it's a tall team this year.
Yeah. So there we go. That's it for the first Bank of Wyoming Countdown to Tip-Off. Your home for totally free checking as Star Valley and Natrona. The 4A West opener. Natrona wins the opening tip, but the Phillies quickly go to the rim. Double team, kick out, 3. Dinkel, no. Long rebound loose, collected by Natrona on the side. And the Phillies keep possession of the ball 12 seconds into the game. They go to the free throw line, want to drive the post, shot up, no, too strong. Fight for the rebound, and Star Valley will have it. Board comes down to Ambry Nelson of the Lady Braves. First possession for Star Valley, Kleeman, Nelson, swing pass left side to McGee, double team and back around the arc. Right side now is Ruby Hill. She's covered up on the perimeter and gives it up. Star Valley working the outside. No shot clock anymore as we are now into conference play, and so the optional shot clock is gone as Star Valley continues to work. Shot clock will be in full presence next season, so the Braves can take as much time as they want, and they are continuing around the arc. Hill, McGee still on the outside, and up top again Nelson wants to drive. Floater at the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by the Phillies.
And the Phillies came out in that 1-2-2 zone. And basically, they're going to sit there and say to start all, you've either got to drive or you got to shoot from the outside until you can prove otherwise.
Barron's a deep 3 over the top of the backboard after bouncing on the rim and out of bounds. So a minute 11 into the game, we're still 0-0 after Star Valley's really long possession on the last trip down the court. It is Lady Braves basketball with Nelson in the front court. Zone again by the Philly defense.
And you got to move the ball around. You got to try and catch them and make it a mistake or make it a trip or something along those lines.
McGee drives angle, shot no good, falling out of bounds, rebounded by Barons of the Phillies. Still 0-0, 6:23 to play in the opening period. Philly basketball on the other side of the floor now as Reese hands it off outside. Dump to the left side, Key. This is Ducher, no shot, wants to drive, back to the backboard, spins in the lane, shot blocked, and the loose ball picked up. It was Ruby Hill with the deflection. Ball down the court now for Star Valley. Lob to Ruby, a miscommunication. It was a pretty high pass, and I thought Ruby thought maybe it was a shot. Turnover taken away by Natrona. Wanting to drive is Reese in the lane, no good, and we stay scoreless for both teams after Hill collects the board.
Lady Braves really still looking for their first quality shot here. We played a couple minutes.
5:36 to go in the opening period. Kleeman has the ball poked away, now loose on the court. Jump ball call. It's going to be Star Valley possession with the arrow, and 5:28 to go in the opening period, still tied at 0 points apiece.
Like to see the Lady Braves get the ball moving around, stir that soup, as you heard me say, get the ball moving back and forth, and see if you can open up a lane to drive to the basket.
Inbound play to the outside with Nelson. Screen set for McGee, drives, jumper mid-range, short, no. Rebounded by Sheets, and it's Natrona basketball back the other direction. 5:15 to go. Almost 3 minutes in, no team has scored, and another miss on the drive for Natrona, then a rebound by Star Valley with a Natrona foul. McGee with the board, and she's bumped on her to her belly off the court.
Carly Dinkle picks up her first personal, first team foul.
5:10 remaining in this first period. 0-0 on the bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Braves basketball as Kleeman, that's Hudson Kleeman, the junior, the younger of the Kleeman cousins, has it up top again, bounce to McGee, left side wing. Up top to Mackey, swing pass to Nelson. Nelson, she gives it up. Ball still on the perimeter. 4:40 and counting in the first. Neither team has scored, and now a perimeter foul given to Carly Dinkle to stop the clock at 4:39.
Well, there's been 2 more fouls and points in this game so far, and Carly Dinkle's got them both, and she's probably wondering, you eyeballing me, ref?
Well, she'll have a seat with those two. Subs out. Ava Calling, the junior, will sub in. And it's all defense through the first 3.5 as Natrona gets a steal on a pass to the elbow. Philly basketball. Uncontested across the half court with Reese. Driving, lost the dribble and out of bounds. Unforced turnover on Natrona as subs come in for Star Valley, Livy Kleeman and also Ari Foster.
And Ari hasn't been able to play a lot this year. Transferred in from Du Bois and has some basketball experience, but she's been battling some injuries, so I think they're hoping she can come in and help them on the offensive side of things. They could use some right now.
Livy goes to Foster, working over to Hill, still deep on the left side, makes a move, drives, kicks, corner, no shot for Nelson, drives the baseline. Tough shot was deflected, loose ball picked up by Star Valley, and they'll keep possession, swinging over to Foster on the right side wing. Nothing there, angle drive down to the baseline and back out. 3:54 to go, and now Foster's fouled on the perimeter. And so, if anything, there's 3 team fouls, but we've now crossed over the midway point of the first, and no points have been scored by either team.
I guess you call it a pitcher's duel to this point. First personal on Raina Reese. 3rd team foul, as you noted. 3:54 left in the quarter. Still looking for our first points.
Nelson drives, has a screen to the rim, and missed it off the glass. Rebounded by Hill, and no good off the putback, but a foul. And that puts Ruby Hill to the Riverside Dental free throw line to see if we can get the eggs off the boards.
Well, team foul number 4 on Natrona, so it's one thing to not have any points on the board, but with 3:46 left in the quarter, if you're Natrona, that's a cause for concern, and Ruby Hill gets the Star Valley 0 off the board, knocks down the first free throw.
Makes it 1-zip, 3:46 remaining, one more free throw to go from the Riverside Dental free throw line, away and good. 2 for 2, and it's 2-zip.
We'll see if it's contagious.
3:42 to go in the opening period. Here's an open 3, right wing, a swish. Addie Vance, the junior for the Phillies, makes it a 3-2 game. Natrona retreats back to defense as Nelson across the timeline. Foster on the right. Goes left, a miscommunication, throw it away. Trying to find Cameron Mackey. Cameron cut in, pass cuts out, and to the corner of the gym.
There's that last sequence, and yeah, Vance, all kinds of room to operate there, and she's happy to oblige, knocks down the triple. She doesn't have a lot of varsity time, but coming into the weekend, she's 2 of 5, so now she's 3 of 6 from distance in her varsity career this season. That's pretty dang good.
Here's a elbow jumper that was contested. Sheets took it, missed it, rebounded by Star Valley. Lady Braves trying to retake the lead on this possession with the ball down to Foster on the right. She'll take the three off the back iron, no good. Rebounded out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Star Valley. Livy Kleeman hit the deck hard. She'll pop back up as Hudson subs back in.
My 2 cents, keep the ball moving around, but your most likely candidate to get that ball in the lane is going to be Ambry Nelson. I'd like to see her drive into that lane and maybe see if she can get herself to the free throw line and get things rolling.
2:53 to go in the opening period. Another three by the Phillies is in. Addie Vance again to make it 6-2. 2:43 remaining in the first.
Back-to-back triples for Addie Vance.
Kleeman, kick out. Foster drives the angle. Tough shot, no, but she's fouled. And that's going to be the 5th foul, so the Lady Braves in the bonus and to the line for 2 from Ari.
Foul going against Elena Dutcher, first personal, 15th foul, this one on the shot. Ari Foster going to the free throw line where she is 75% in limited opportunities in the non-conference, knocks down the first one.
Ari had injury issues early on in the season, so she didn't play a lot early. Coach Erickson is happy to have her back as she hits the first. Second is away. Good. Free throws have been a problem for Star Valley the last few games. Not tonight, at least early on, as they are 4 for 4 and down by 2, and then a blocking call in the backcourt.
Cam Mackey going to be whistled for her first. First team foul for Star Valley, 2:31 to go in the quarter. And they can afford to be aggressive. That's just their first foul, and they're going to slap on some backcourt pressure.
2.5 to go. Inbound backcourt. Ella Reese takes it across the timeline for Natrona with the 2-point advantage. It's up 6-4. All of Star Valley's points from the charity stripe. Phillies work above the right corner to Dutcher. Now feed it to Sheets. She'll drive the angle and score. Makes it 8-4. Phillies on top.
Sheets had a great lane to the basket, recognized it, and took it up in and laid it up off the glass.
Braves beat a little 2-man press in the backcourt. Now work around the front court arc with 1:58 to go. McGee left side wing. Kick up top to Nelson. She wants to drive. Jumper in the lane. Good. A swish. The first field goal of the game. Pulls Star Valley back to within 2.
That's a good sign for Star Valley. Just getting that out of your mind. Clear it out. Now you can focus on the next possession.
There's going to be a hop and a foul on Ambry Nelson on the other end of the floor. They're going to say this on the court, so a non-shooting foul. Star Valley down still by 2.
There's that Fall River Propane replay. Mid-range floater from Nelson. She picks up her first personal. She'll have a seat with 1:40 to go here in the quarter. Lady Braves trailing by 2.
Inbounding on the baseline is calling for Natrona. Goes left side key. Shot no good. Rebounded by Ari Foster. Star Valley basketball. Foster on the run across the half court center floor. Now stops in the front court. Offense will set with 1:30 before the end of the first period. McGee left side corner. Dribbles up top. Still in the rotating zone. Now 3 airballed. Missed by Mackey. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Star Valley. And the Phillies retake possession.
Lady Braves looking a little rusty, and I'm old school. That's where you got to go from the inside out. You got to get as close to the basket as you can, get some confidence, get your rhythm, and then you can kind of work your way to the outside.
Calling, shut down by Foster. Now bounce pass to Barthel. Turnaround shot missed on the left post. Rebounded by McGee, and Morgan will take it across the half court. 62 seconds to go in the first period. Star Valley trailing 8-6. Kleeman tries to bounce it down off her feet, but kick out. Here's a 3. Good. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple by Cameron Mackey on the left side wing, and the Braves lead by 1.
That was a good ball movement there. It wasn't a great pass, but they recovered. Was able to get the extra one out to Cam, and she knocks down that triple.
Ava spins, shot, no, but a foul. This will be on the shot this time. On the foul against Star Valley, that will stop the clock at 40 seconds to go in the first.
This will be on Hudson Kleeman, first personal, third team foul.
Shooting 2 for the Phillies.
And shooting at the line, this is Ava Calling, 4 of 7 from the line coming into the weekend. That one's no good.
Registration for the spring is open with the Star Valley Soccer Club. For details and to register, visit starvalleysoccerclub.org. Second free throw for Calling is good. It ties the game at 9 now. 40 seconds to go in the opening period. Backcourt pressure once again put on by Natrona. Star Valley still behind the timeline. Mackey double teamed and in trouble. Works it from the left side to the right side. Now passes across to McGee. Now numbers for the Braves. McGee to Foster. No, but a foul. Great ball movement to get all the way down the floor. And Foster to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Good job of recognition here. Pass from McGee to Foster, who is fouled from behind. They're going to get Addie Vance for her first. And Ari 2 for 2 here in this quarter. She'll try and keep that streak rolling. And that one's no good.
26.9 to go, and at the Riverside Dental free throw line, Foster will have one more attempt to try and take a 1-point advantage. Nobody scored until 4.5 minutes to go when Star Valley hit some free throws. They get another one to make it 10-9. Lady Braves shooting well from the line early in the game.
Yeah, 5 of 6. It's half their points here in this first quarter.
20 seconds to go for Natrona with the basketball, trailing Star Valley by 1. Ball tipped but collected. Phillies have it with 14. 3 down the middle, down and in. 3 3-pointers for the Phillies in the opening period. Behrens hits that one. Star Valley down by 2 with the ball, 5 seconds to go. Cross the half court to Hudson, 2 seconds. Takes a long shot for 3, no good. And that will take us to the end of the first. Star Valley shooting well from the free throw line. Phillies shooting well from the 3-point line. Natrona 12, Star Valley 10 on the SVI Sports Network.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCST2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click job openings. That's lcsd2.org and click job openings.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Phillies back with the basketball to open up the second period of play with a 2-point advantage. Down in the lane, turnaround jumper falls for L.A.K. Sheets, the senior, and the lead back to 4.
And that's the second time she's been able to go right to the rim, get both of her baskets, and she's got 4 points.
Good ball moved again for the Braves. Hill, long 2, baseline, bouncing on the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Phillies, and a foul on Morgan McGee. Stops the clock at 7:34. Natrona basketball on the baseline.
There's that last sequence. Good post position, left hand, gets it to crawl up over the front of the rim. This right here, I think, is where the Star Valley is going to be able to make some hay if they're able to do it. Some deflections of their defense in the backcourt, and so far that's been non-existent.
Here's Reese. This is Raina Reese. Drives the post, kicks it back outside. Spinning is Dinkle. Right post, kick out again. Clock down to 7:15 in the second. Sheets wants to drive. Tough shot, fading away, no good. Rebound, and the putback, though, is good for Carly Dinkle. A board and a bucket to make it a 16-10 game.
Natrona finishing the quarter strong and starting the next one strong as well.
Lady Braves on the outside. Hill, toss up to Nelson. Defense flies by her, can't get to the rim still. Kicks it back over to the right side. Wanting to drive is England. Avery, double team shot, no good. And a great box out there for L.A.K. Sheets for the board. And it's all Natrona right now. Phillies on the run. Behrens drives in transition, now goes to the elbow to Ducher. No shot, or shot no good, but a rebound on the baseline by Dinkle. Philly basketball still. 6:33 to play in the second, and a 6-point Natrona County lead. On the right is Raina Reese. Gives it up into the corner. 3 from there, no good. Rebound on the backside by Sheets, and she's fouled. That stops the clock at 6:22, and Natrona County back to the line.
Offensive rebound really hurting the Lady Braves here. Multiple offensive boards here on this possession. And that foul will go against Morgan McGee, her second team foul on the Lady Braves. 6:22 to go in the second quarter. And Sheets' free throw is good.
Scholarships are available for the Star Valley Soccer Club. If you're interested in youth soccer with the club, we'll go hop online and see what options are there. Registration open now. Visit starvalleysoccerclub.org.
Sheets a 44% free throw shooter in the non-conference. Looking to go 2 for 2 here.
Short on the front rim. Rebounded by Star Valley. It was tipped to Hudson Kleeman. She'll collect it and hand it off to Mackey, who dribbles across the half court. Works it left to Nelson. Ambry looking for a screen, double teamed in the zone, picks up her dribble, has to go left side back to Hudson Kleeman, and back around the arc and again. England, Mackey, right side up to England, swing over to Nelson. Hudson Kleeman on the outside, bounce left key, back to the backboard spin, Hill kick out, Kleeman wants to drive baseline, double team there, back out to Hill and up top to England. Clock down to 5:50. Still on the perimeter for the Lady Braves, trailing by 7 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Still a zone for the Phillies. England drive, shot, whistle, no, but a foul. And to the Riverside Dental free throw line goes Avery England. Avery also dealing with a leg injury early in the season, still wearing that heavy left knee brace. And love to see more of that dribble drive from her that puts her on the line.
Well, frankly, that's what the Lady Braves are going to need more of right now to get themselves back in this game. Missing the free throw here. That foul went against LK Sheets. First personal, first team foul on Natrona. 5:36 to go here in the quarter.
First free throw, no. One more from the Riverside Dental free throw line, still down by 7. Second free throw's good to make it 17-11. Star Valley a little pressure in the back corner on the inbound, but Dinkle able to break the timeline. Bounce pass down in the lane, but not ready for it was Vance. She can't contain the pass, and the loose ball picked up by England. She wants to run. 2-on-3 defense is there, so can't get to the rim, and fouled on the outside. They're going to get Raina Reese, who, judging by her facial expression afterwards, was a little surprised by the call, but still gives it to her with 5:19 to go in the second.
Second personal on Reese, second team foul here in the quarter. And if you're Natrona, there's a lot of things you're doing well. One thing, you're reaching a bit too much, and boy, the officials are calling them. They got several players with 2 fouls now. They're going to have to be mindful here in the next 5:15.
Star Valley will run the half-court offense. Down by 6. Kick out, Hudson Kleeman, 3. Too strong, no good. Off the rebound is Addie Vance for Natrona. Wants to go up front, but tracked down and stolen by Ambry Nelson. Lady Braves get the ball back with Nelson driving the right side. Spins to the rim, no good. Between 4 defenders, got her own rebound, no good again. But knocked out of bounds off of Natrona. They're going to keep it with Star Valley on their end.
I like Ambry going down there. I think she was trying to draw a call. Here's that other one, or that other possession on the other end of the floor. A steal for Nelson. Lady Braves will get another shot out of here.
Inbound outside. Nelson bounce down to Kleeman. Spin, shoot, no. Fight for the rebound, and Natrona has it off the miss. Outlet to Behrens, who dribbles across the timeline. She has her pass intercepted by England. England wanted to be aggressive. Defense was there. Instead goes to Mackey, who slows the pace.
This is a rock fight tonight. Every point is hard to come by.
17-11, Phillies with the lead in Afton tonight. 4:20 to play before halftime. 17-11, Star Valley with the ball down by 6. Mackey above the left side corner. Now dribbles up top and around to Nelson. Spinning at the free throw line is Libby Kleeman. Kick out, long 2 for England. Bounces on the rim twice, but no good. Rebounded by Mackey. Thought about a shot, but can't go up with it. Back up top to England. Jumper below the line. Short, no. Rebounded by Libby. Clears it back out to England again. Dribbles the lane. Puts up the shot. No, but a foul this time. That's going to put Avery England to the Riverside Dental free throw line, and she'll have 2 attempts with 3:51 remaining in the second.
Absolutely ugly shooting in this first half for Star Valley, Duke. If you add up all of the attempts, 2-point and 3-point, the Lady Braves right now 2 of 18 from the floor, and obviously that's not going to cut it. Free throw's no good for England.
She'll have one more. It's been the free throw line that's kept Star Valley in the game up to this point. So Avery trying to salvage this second attempt. And
I don't even know if that hit the rim.
Yeah, just out of bounds. So no good on that one. As McGee will sub back in, and a timeout taken by Coach Erickson. This will be a full timeout by Star Valley. 3:51 remains in the first half, live on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
First time out of the game given to Coach Kate Erickson, a full timeout. 3:51 to go in the second period. Possession arrow favoring Star Valley, but Natrona County inbounding with Calling in the backcourt. Natrona with a 6-point lead, up 17-11. Calling spins at the elbow, then tries to go down baseline and throws it out of bounds.
She was looking for Elena Dutcher, and Dutcher had already cut the other direction, and it ends up going into the stands.
Nelson across the timeline for the Lady Braves, and then the pass goes through the hands of Hudson Kleeman and an unforced turnover on the other end. Foster subs into the game. Mackey will sub out. 3:34 remains before half.
Well, both these coaches are probably looking at how this game's gone so far, and are probably both thinking they're pretty fortunate to be where they are, respectively. This has been a rough first half offensively for both teams.
Calling across the half court. Foster picks her up at the three-point line, feeds it over to Vance, wants to drive, but can't. Ball tipped. McGee on the run, beat the defense down the floor to the rim, and good. McGee is still on a score to pull Star Valley back to within 4.
First basket for Morgan.
17-13, 3:08 to go in the opening half, second period. Phillies, right side key is Dutcher, spin, shot hung on the rim and fell in. 19-13 now, Phillies with the lead.
You know, Natrona's post players, they're pivoting into the paint, finishing with the left hand. They've done it more than once tonight.
Star Valley on the outside with McGee, now dribbles baseline, shut down, kick out, Nelson, left wing three, short off the rim, bounced in extra time, gave Star Valley the rebound to Hudson, then she's blocked on the way back up. They're going to say out of bounds and stays with Star Valley.
Here's that last sequence, Morgan McGee with the steal. Doing just like her middle school coach, PE teachers told her. Going to the correct hand, using the rim. Someone's proud, I'm sure.
More than one, I would bet. Here's the inbound play that's knocked out of bounds off of Sheet, stays with Star Valley. No, they're going to say it was last touch by the Lady Braves. And that'll be a turnover on the inbound. Natrona with the ball back. 2:38 to go. Front court is Calling. Ball movement to the left key. Ball knocked away by Hudson Hill and picked up by Nelson for the steal. Nelson up top. Double team, kick right McGee. Bounce down to Hill. Back out to McGee. Knocked around and loose, but McGee picks it up. Drives, jumper on the right post. No good. And rebounded by Natrona. Phillies want to run with it. Dinkle out in front. 3-on-3 ball. Dinkle drives, stops. Kicked it back outside, 3 ball, too strong off the glass, no good. Long rebound, clear in the front court, collected by the Phillies. Calling with it, still clear back in the circle. Now Foster's on her as she goes up center front court, Sheets, right side, spins. Kick outside, Dinkle, three, cornered it between the rim and the backboard, no good, and a jump ball on the rebound. Arrow favors Star Valley, and the Lady Braves will have it.
Boy, Livy Kleeman really slow getting up right there. She's going to gut it out and stay in there, but
see it on the Fall River Propane replay, and that's a tailbone shot.
Yeah, she landed pretty hard. No chance to really break that fall. She's going to come out, and they're going to take a look at her. Hopefully she's okay.
Star Valley basketball. Hudson Kleeman to Ari Foster. Around to McGee, a minute 35 before halftime. Lady Braves trailed 19-13 with possession. Now Nelson drives, shot no good. She was clearly bumped, but no foul. Hill has it knocked away after the rebound.
It's happened
and it's going to be out of bounds.
It's happened more than once tonight, and I don't blame Amber. She's feeling a little frustrated. She's definitely drawn some contact, and we've talked about free throws, but she hasn't shot any.
McGee inbounds left side, and it's good off the block, off the inbound. Beautifully executed. Ruby Hill for 2.
4 points for Ruby now. And
stolen on the inbound. Nelson's fouled this time. 19-15 on the score, and this will be a non-shooting foul.
Here's that last sequence, nice inbound. You know, this is season 7, I think, for Coach Erickson. He's always got good inbound plays.
McGee will inbound, this time outside and around the arc quickly to Foster. Screen set, McGee for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Natrona. Philly basketball after Sheets pulls in the board. And then they're going to get Foster with a foul trying to steal the basketball away.
Foster whistled for her first. That is the third team foul on Star Valley. There are 4 on Natrona, but only 1:04 left in the quarter. We'll see if either team gets to the bonus.
England subs in. Foster will sub out after picking up that foul. So still 64 seconds before halftime. Lady Braves trail by 4, 19-15, and the ball knocked out of bounds on the inbound. Stays with Natrona. In the backcourt, Sheets in front of her own bench. Feeds to Dutcher. Down the court to Barron. Shot no good. Contested. Rebounded by McGee. She's in the backcourt. Feeds to Nelson. Will take the dribble across the timeline. 50 seconds to go before half. Star Valley down by 4. Working the perimeter. McGee right wing. Feeds to Hill. Corner. No shot. One dribble. Picks it up. Looks for an outlet. Finds Nelson. Clock down to 34 seconds. Double team. Feed to Hill. Nelson tries to sidestep. Shot up. No good. Tipped rebound into the hands of the Phillies. And Natrona has it with 25 seconds. Now down to 20 in the front court. Dribble between the knees for Calling. Wants to drive. Left post, right post. Pass tipped by Kleeman and into the hands of England. England on the run. 10 seconds. Works it up top to Kleeman. 6 seconds left to Nelson. In the lane. England kick out. Ball tipped. Loose. Hudson has it. Puts it up. No. And that will take us to the end. It was Ruby Hill, who took the shot and can't hit it. We go into the break at the half with Star Valley trailing Natrona by a score of 19-15. It's the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Braves down by 4 in the girls varsity game on the SVI Sports Network.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
At the break in the girls' varsity game between Star Valley and Natrona County, it's the Phillies with the lead over the Lady Braves by a score of 19-15. And it was just an offensive struggle now for both sides of the basketball. In fact, nobody scored a point until over 4.5 minutes were into the game.
Yeah, neither team is going to circle that first half as an offensive clinic. If you're the Lady Braves, though, you have got to do more than to me, there's got to be more urgency in your locker room than Natrona. Natrona's giving up 60 a game, and they've held you to 15 here in the first half. Something's got to change there.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at this score deep in the numbers with your halftime battle stats presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Phillies, Addie Vance with 2 3-pointers. That right there might be one of the biggest parts of this first half. She's the high scorer in the game so far with 6 points. Ella Sheets has 5. You've got 3 for Josh Behrens, 2 points apiece for Elena Dutcher and Carly Dinkle, 1 point for Ava Calling. Rebounds have been even, 15 apiece. The Phillies shooting just about 29% from the 2-point range, 3 of 8 from the 3-point line. That is just 37.5%. 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Lady Braves, dismal shooting in that first half. 3 of 20 from the 2-point range. That's just 15%. And not any better from the 3-point line. 1 of 7 is all. Leading the way, 4 points for Ruby Hill, 3 for Cam Mackey, 3 for Ari Foster, 2 points apiece for Morgan McGee and Ambry Nelson, and 1 for Avery England. One thing that jumps out to me, Ambry Nelson with 4 steals in that first half, but Lady Braves really weren't able to turn any of their turnovers into points. Just that one layup from Morgan McGee. And as you pointed out, the Lady Braves, what saved them in that first half was some free throws. They were able to hit 6 of 9. That's 67% to help them keep this as close as it was. But they've definitely got some work to do here on your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you find quality, price, and service. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring, with the Lady Braves trailing 19-15 during the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Now let's see if we can give away a gift certificate courtesy of Swirl, all part of Star of 89 in downtown Afton.
And our question tonight in Star Valley's win over Natrona last season, who was the Lady Braves' leading scorer in that game? You can use our text in line, 307-203-4637. The first correct answer will win themselves a gift certificate to Swirl, Star of 89.
307-203-4637. First correct answer, the winner. Lady Braves trail the Phillies 19-15 in the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show on the SVI Sports Network.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit starvalleydisposal.com to schedule your service. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Story.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine Halftime Show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
At the break, presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, Star Valley Lady Braves trailed the Natrona County Phillies 19-15. Let's go courtside. Amelia Kazare had a chance to catch up with Coach Kate Erickson and get his thoughts on the first half. Millie.
Okay, Coach said we got to stop throwing bad shots up. He wants to see better selection on our shots. He told me we just got to move together better. Defensively, Coach feels like we're doing pretty good. He just wants to see better teamwork. Back to you.
Thank you. That's Amelia Kazare, the Miles CPA Courtside Report. It is tax season. Get your best results possible with the help of Miles CPA in Afton, Alpine, and by calling 885-0055. Now let's see how Star Valley's done with those Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Well, key number one for me was get to the rim and get to the line. And while they got there a few times, I think they could have got there about twice that many times. I think they need to continue to be aggressive getting into the paint. They need to push their opportunities. I haven't seen much of that other than that steal and layup from Morgan McGee. They're pretty close to the 70% from the line, nowhere close on the 30% from the three-point line. So as you can tell from the score, still plenty of work to do on the Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering keys to your health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Let's see if we have a winner of that trivia and the gift certificate to Swirl in downtown Afton.
And our question tonight in Star Valley's win over Natrona last season, who was the Lady Braves' leading scorer in that game? And the answer is Emily Dana. She had 10 points in that effort.
We do have a winner. The couple of correct answers. The first correct answer, phone number ends at 9075. 9075. Congratulations, you've won that gift certificate to Swirl in downtown Afton. And of course, you can follow the Swirl and the Giftery on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Find out what they have for their froyo flavors each and every week. Their soups during the wintertime as well, only at Swirl in downtown Afton. That's it for the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine Halftime Show. Join their team. You can find local and national positions online. Jobs available by going to Simplot.com. Now we'll see how Star Valley can do here offensively, especially here in this second half. It will be Natrona basketball.
Well, you heard Coach Erickson mention to Millie just better teamwork, better passing. And I admit that assists are the hardest thing for me to keep doing this in real time. But I had the Lady Braves with one assist in that first half. It's kind of even if I missed one or two, it's just been a symptom of what he's talking about there.
Phillies will inbound at the half court with a 4-point advantage, and a quick steal on the inbound by Nelson. She wants to go to the rim, and she'll score. That'll do. A steal and a score right to open up the half, and the Lady Braves down by 2.
Man, what a great way to start, and then a steal from Cam Mackey.
Yeah, she has one, and now Star Valley 2 very quick steals, 15 seconds into the half. Now Star Valley will run the half-court offense. Down by 2, 7:35 still remaining in the third period. This time the Lady Braves work the outside. Nelson, double team on the baseline, side step to the rim, deflected, no good. Loose ball comes down to L.A.K. Sheets for the board.
Rebound number 5 for Sheets, excuse me.
Now Natrona will be in their half-court set. Want to try the post, kick out right side 3, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nelson, and Ambry has come out fiery in the second half. She'll go up the court, feed it back in the lane, and it was pass outside, tipped off of Natrona, stays with Star Valley.
There's that last sequence. Well, this is the sequence to start the half. Pass was deflected and stolen by Nelson, who lays it up and in.
McGee will inbound for Star Valley on the sideline. Mackey back to McGee, deep on the right. Up top to Hudson Kleeman, swinging around the perimeter. Ruby Hill feeds to Nelson. Clock down to 6:45 to go in the third period. Star Valley trailing by 2, 19-17. Kleeman bounce pass to Nelson. Dribbles right, now left to the rim, shot no, fight for the rebound, and Natrona will get it. Phillies will board with Sheets.
Ambry's not getting the call or getting the contact that she wants on these drives. I wonder if she'd be better served, maybe do a stop and a pull-up jumper. There's a steal from Mackey.
Another one for Cameron, 2 already in this second half. Less than 2 minutes in, she just ripped that one right away from the ball dribbler. On the other end, 6:07 to go, third period. Lady Braves again on the outside. Mackey, cross court to Kleeman, fakes the 3, drives, kick out to Hill. Nothing for Hudson, and she throws it away. Tries to go down the lane, but taken away by the Phillies on the run to the rim. Euro no, too strong, and a foul against the Phillies on the rebound gives it back to Star Valley.
L.A.K. Sheets had the rebound and ran the break, and nobody really stepped over to stop her, so she attacked the rim. Lady Braves, I think, fortunate to not give up any points on that possession. Foul is going to go against Dutcher. Excuse me, Duke.
Mackey inbounds to Nelson. No backcourt pressure. Across the timeline uncontested. Defense picks her up. McGee 3, left wing. It's in. A Star Valley Orthodontics 3-pointer, and the Braves open up the period on a 5-0 run to take a 1-point lead.
I think Morgan needed that one too. She had a rough shooting night last weekend. Didn't make a 3. That missed her first attempt tonight and knocks down that one, now 1 of 2.
Now Natrona throws it away, an unforced turnover on the Phillies. And to open up this half, it's been all Star Valley. They'll get the ball back.
And credit some of the Star Valley defense. Here's that sequence here at the triple from McGee, but Natrona wasn't throwing the ball away in the first half either, so I'm sure they're going to talk about that here in the huddle.
30-second timeout, Phillies on SVI.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
After the Natrona timeout, 4 remaining for Coach Wolson. It is Star Valley basketball up by 1 now on a 5-0 run. Feed to Hill in the lane, dribble, shot, missed it on the inside cylinder. Fighting for the rebound, ball on the court, squirts out, Kleeman picks it up. Back outside, and a travel call. No, an injury. We had Hill go down, and she's going to run over to the table. Maybe lost a contact or something, kind of has her hand on her eye.
Boy, that ball was halfway down for Ruby, and then she's diving on the ground to try and get the possession or keep the possession. Yeah, I'm not sure what the call is here, Duke. I don't even know who has the ball.
Well, there's
It's an official's
timeout. So maybe some blood. Maybe she got hit in the eyebrow. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I can see Ruby leaving and going to go get some attention. She's bleeding from her head.
Yeah, got hit in the eyebrow and some blood, so they're going to clean that up on the court.
Well, if you watched any of the Rocky movies, that's where it happens.
Yeah, that's right. Third quarter.
It goes to show how strong and tough Ruby is diving on the court.
Third quarter coverage presented by REIC Rentals. When your job needs serious equipment from excavators to aerials or heating, let the experts at REIC help you get it done at REIC Rentals.
You know, Duke, I always grew up with this phrase, no blood, no foul. Sometimes there's blood and no foul anyway.
It has been a little bit of that in the game tonight for sure. And Alan Simpson, who joined the high school staff, getting indoctrinated here over there with Coach Kazare on blood duty.
Well, and it's right on the, of course, Star Valley's colors are crimson and gold, and so right on the crimson key, and got to find it.
That's pretty good form there by Mr. Simpson, by the way. That was...
Alan, I would bet Alan is the finest cornhole playing coach in the state of Wyoming.
Yeah,
I'm going to throw that out there.
It's pretty good. Well, I really like how his knees don't actually touch the court. I mean, that's a good squat, what that is. Right hand, I mean, hold the towels in the left, got the baby cradled. little wipe with the right hand. He's not dropping that roll of paper towels. Not today, man.
Even a wrestling coach would be impressed with that technique.
Got Coach Kazare ready to squirt as needed. I think we got all that blood up. Nicely done, gentlemen.
That being said, we hope Ruby is able to come back in and be okay.
So we'll resume action here. They were cleaning up a lot there. She must have been bleeding pretty good. She immediately knew when she got up.
I wonder if she actually slid and it kind of smeared.
Left a smear, did it? Ball moving around the outside. McGee for three, too strong. Loose ball rebound, pulled in by Nelson, kicked it back outside. Star Valley with the ball, they 1 point lead, jumper below the elbow on the runner, no good. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball call, arrow favoring Star Valley.
Well, you got to love the grit and the tenacity of Star Valley coming out of the half here. They've been really aggressive and tough and have given themselves some points and some extra opportunities.
Inbound to Hudson Kleeman, back out to Nelson. Fakes right, dribbles left, mid-range jumper, front rim no good. Shot still having a hard time falling, and a rebound for Natrona. But Star Valley still with that 1 point lead. Now with three on the other end, airballed into the hands of Hudson Kleeman. Rebounded it and then stolen, but recollected by Nelson. Ambry will have the ball. And now goes left side. McGee, long two, heel on the line, dropped it in, bounced up and then fell for the two-pointer, and it's a 7-0 Star Valley run.
Morgan with 7 points now.
22-19. Star Valley has another steal. Hudson Kleeman gets it. What is that, the 6th or 7th steal of the half? Only 4 minutes in.
I'm not sure, but it's been rough here for the Phillies here in the third quarter.
Ball movement outside. Nelson wants to drive left angle, double team, split the D to the rim, and that one goes down. No call again for Ambry as she hits the deck, but hits the shot.
When it's happened that many times, Ambry's like, fine, I'll just keep going and get it myself.
Another steal for the Braves defense. The half-court trap causing the steals, and Lady Braves pouncing again. They're on a 9-0 run to open up this half. 24-19 Star Valley. McGee, three, halfway down and no good. And rebounded by the Phillies. Student section was ready to really come alive on that shot. Didn't fall.
If you're Natrona, you need to get a quality shot here. There's one.
Too strong, no good off the back cylinder, but a rebound deflected on the putback. Fight for the rebound. Star Valley has it. There's going to be a travel call as it was Star Valley on the dribble. McGee had it and she fell down. And subs come in for the Lady Braves.
Checking in for the Phillies, Rena Reese.
Still do not see Ruby Hill on the bench. She went to the locker room after,
well, if it was bleeding that much, I wonder if she might need a stitch.
Inbound play, no, but a foul on Star Valley. It's going to be on the shot and put Natrona to the free throw line.
Ari Foster going to be whistled for her second. Just one team foul on both of these squads. And to the line now is Dutcher. She has not been there yet tonight. On the season, a 60% free throw shooter.
That one no good. The second annual Frosty Futsal Showdown, a 3v3 indoor soccer tournament is happening this weekend. Learn more at StarValleySoccerClub.org and register for the spring season.
Second one is good. Dutcher with 3 points in the contest.
That ends the 9-0 run for Star Valley and makes it a 4-point game. 24-20, 3:05 to go in the third period. Little pressure at the half court, picked up by Star Valley as Mackey feeds it left side. Here's a jumper on the baseline, missed by Stevens, who checked in. Elena Stevens, the junior. There's going to be foul on the rebound. 2 players hit the deck, and it's going to be Natrona basketball.
It sure looked like Addie Vance had position there for the rebound.
Her first.
And the foul will go against Livy Kleeman.
2:51 to go, third period. Lady Braves by 4, back on defense. Full court press on the inbound. Across the timeline goes Dutcher, works it over to the right side wing. It was actually Dinkel on the dribble. Now they go right side key, spin, back to the rim, shot no, but a foul, and that's going to send Natrona to the free throw line. L.A.K. Sheets to take 2 attempts.
First personal on Avery England, third team foul on Lady Braves with 2:40 to go in the quarter. 1 team foul on Natrona. Sheets to the line where she's 1 of 2 tonight. That one is no good.
Keeps it a 4-point game. Third quarter coverage presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rentals. Same employees, same service, with more resources to serve your needs.
Second one is good. Sheets now has 6 points, 6 rebounds. For the Phillies, it's a 1-possession game.
24-21, half-court trap being put on by the Phillies. 2:32 to go in the third period. Braves break the press in the front court. Foster spinning, lost the ball, collected, sideline in trouble, got it over to Kleeman. Hudson falling down, back to Foster outside. Foster double team and lost it out of bounds.
Defense causing a little issues there for the Lady Braves, and you know, Stevens is in there, dude. I wonder if she's in there actually for that press, because we've seen Ruby Hill come in and play her part at that mid-court line when they're trying to break it. And I think that's part of the sub.
This time Star Valley knocks the ball out of bounds, but they'll say sandwiched and last touch by the Phillies, so it goes back to Star Valley after the Philly inbound. Now Lady Braves will inbound in their front court. 24-21, 2:10 to go in the third. Star Valley with a 3-point lead. Kleeman on the right, can't drive, back to Nelson, left elbow, no shot, outside. Kleeman fakes the 3, now drives, jumper on the free throw line. There's a foul, and that will put Hudson Kleeman to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Foul will go against Sheets, that's her second team foul on Natrona. Hudson Kleeman to the free throw line. She comes into the weekend 75%, that one's good. She's now 1 for 1 tonight.
A couple more subs come in for Star Valley as Hudson Hill has returned to the gym. Ruby Hill. I keep saying Hudson. Ruby Hill is on the bench.
Second free throw is no good. Dutcher with the board.
25-21, Natrona trailing with the basketball in Star Valley tonight. Lady Braves on defense. Phillies on the perimeter with Vance. Tried to feed it down low, but stolen by Nelson.
Steal number 6 for Ambry.
And Star Valley probably pushing 10 steals. They're getting close to that just in this third period. Their defense has been all over the basketball. Minute 30 to go in the third. Here's a 3. England, no good. Airballed it out of bounds. Goes back to the Phillies on their end.
Tough shooting night continues for the Lady Braves, but their defense and their transition able to get them this lead right here after it's been a tough night. You just have to grind it out in league play.
Star Valley opened up the half on a 9-0 run. They've since hit a wall offensively. And the ball poked away from behind by England, but into the hands of Barron. Shot up, no good. Rebounded, dug it up off the court. Hudson Kleeman the board.
Well, the Phillies have not scored a field goal in this game, just 2 free throws. Or this third quarter, I mean.
Ball outside. No shot for Livy Kleeman. To England, back to Livy, under the rim. Oh, and it was there but didn't fall. Fight for the rebound. Star Valley has it, put back again, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Natrona. It's going to stay with Star Valley. How did that one not fall?
That one was almost like gravity wasn't doing its job on that one. That looked like it was going to fall for Livy. great camera work from our crew. And there's the inbound. Lady Braves will get another chance here with under 50 seconds to go.
Nelson on the outside. 3 left, too strong, no good. Rebounded in the perimeter by Joss Behrens of Natrona. Star Valley with a 4-point lead, 30 seconds to go in the third. Driving is Dinkle, double team the baseline and bumped out of bounds. Blocking foul, that's the 4th foul on Star Valley in the third period with 29 seconds remaining.
That's a frustrating foul if you're a Star Valley fan. She was going to the baseline, had nowhere to go. 2 players there, you do not need to block.
Baseline inbound. Up top to Reese. Now Dinkle, 3, no good. Rebound tip loose, no save by Natrona, but into Star Valley. Now the Lady Braves, they lose it in the backcourt. Allred picks it up, nope, Mackey picks it up and travels. Tried to stop, couldn't find an outlet, and Natrona gets it back with 13.7.
You can see that last sequence, battling for it. Boy, I do not know how that one was saved. It was saved in. She was out of bounds by 3 feet.
Natrona has to call a timeout to avoid a 5-second violation on the inbound. That's their second called timeout. Star Valley up by 4, 25-21, and a rock fight against the Phillies in Star Valley back in 60 on SVI.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Are you sidelined by a sports-related injury? At Alpine Foot and Ankle, Dr. Andrew McCall specializes in treating ankle sprains, Achilles injuries, chronic ankle pain and instability, flat feet, and heel pain. Dr. McCall's expert care ensures you get back to your active lifestyle quickly and safely. Don't let foot and ankle issues hold you back. Visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic to learn more. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
Back with the REIC Rentals third quarter, final seconds ticking off, 10 seconds, Natrona basketball. Works it to the free throw line, down the lane, shot is up, too strong, no good, rebounded by Star Valley with 2 seconds, 1 second out in front, half court shot, not off in time at the buzzer, and that will fall no good anyway, so it's after 3. Lady Braves flip the differential. It was Star Valley down by 4 at half. Now they lead by 4 at the end of the third. 25-21 Star Valley on SVI Sports.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Welcome to Aspen Physical Therapy. Let our team help you out with your healthcare needs. We work with a wide variety of patients from car accidents to strains and sprains to injured athletes to post-surgical care. We have a number of modalities and different procedures we use to help people, including dry needling and our radial pulse wave machine. We have offices in Thane and Afton and are open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8 to 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays we are out seeing our home health patients. Aspen Physical Therapy, getting you back to work, to play, to life.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Start of the fourth period, it will be Natrona basketball. 8 minutes on the clock. Lady Braves lead by 4, 25-21. Inbound backcourt for the Phillies. And 8 minutes to go in the game.
The Star Valley defense was the key element in that third quarter, but right out of the gate, a reaching foul going to go against the Lady Braves.
Not sure if we can get a shot of Ruby Hill's eyebrow, mainly to my curiosity. She went into the locker room with an injury, got some blood cleaned up. She's on the bench again, but hasn't been back into the game as an inbound play to Barons on the free throw line falls for the Phillies to make it a 2-point game, 25-23.
Soft touch there for Josh Barons. He's got 5 points and 5 rebounds.
Ball movement down to the baseline and outside for Star Valley. Ball tipped, almost stolen, but saved by Star Valley. Nelson has it. Now 5-on-4 for the Braves. Now the defense recovers, and it's a 5-on-5 half court. Right side, nothing for Allred. Around the perimeter, Nelson. Holding it. Back to Allred, open three. Takes the shot, no good, too strong. Rebounded by the Phillies. Natrona basketball, and a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession.
The way this game has gone, if a team can string together a 3 or 1 or 2 long-range baskets, it'll be huge.
Ball stolen again by Star Valley, ripped away by the Lady Braves in the paint. I believe it was Livy who got the steal. Now down the court on the baseline. Jumper, good. Dropped in for Kira Allred, mid-range baseline.
First bucket for Kira. She missed that three-pointer, recovers this time, and knocks down the open 2.
Makes it 27-23, and there's a travel call on the other end. That's against Natrona and gives Star Valley back the ball.
Morgan McGee and Elena Stevens going to come in for Star Valley.
Lady Braves on offense. 6.5 to go in the game. Nelson in trouble, pivoting, needs some help and does. Has Mackey as an outlet. She dribbles to her right. Defense is there, back to Nelson. McGee, 3 off the mark. That was an air ball out of bounds. Rebound, no, not out of bounds. Saved by Mackey. Back to Nelson. 3 away from hers, a swish. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Ambry Nelson to make it a 7-point Star Valley lead, their largest of the game.
It's been a tough physical game for Ambry, but she's got 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 steals in this game now.
30-23. Star Valley trying to pull away late, and another steal on the defensive end. Pass went off Mackey and into the hands of Nelson. Star Valley has it with Allred, right side. Nope, it's Livy Kleeman, right side. Ball knocked away on the court and pulled away by Natrona. Philly basketball back the other direction.
Reese was able to be in good position enough to get that loose ball.
4 timeouts remain for Star Valley. 4 timeouts for Natrona. And there's a shot blocked but foul, and that's going to put the Phillies to the free throw line for 2 attempts.
There's that last sequence. You can see their offensive board from Cam finds her wide open senior teammate. Nothing but net for Ambry Nelson. Here on the other end, it's going to be Carly Dinkle to the line. First time tonight for her. First one is no good.
Registration is open for the spring season with the Star Valley Soccer Club. Scholarships are available. Find details and register at starvalleysoccerclub.org.
Well, Carly Dinkle had been 8 for 8 in varsity action so far coming into this weekend. Well, now she doesn't have to worry about that. She can still hit this one and be shooting 90% for the season. That's pretty good.
Got it. Exactly what she does. Makes it a 6-point game. Pressure in the backcourt put on by the Philly defense. Dribbling up across the timeline with a pass to McGee. Front court, now Foster 3 left side. Too strong, rebounded by England. Dribble shot, no good. Another one halfway down but didn't fall. Rebounded again by Star Valley, and then a foul there on the putback. McGee, the second offensive board, and she's to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Boy, how did this not go down for Avery England? That's probably what she's wondering too. Foul went against Dutcher, her 3rd. First team foul on Natrona, 2 on Star Valley. And McGee to the line for her first attempts of the night. That's good.
Extends the lead back up to 7.
8 points for Morgan, looking for number 9. She's got 5 rebounds as well. There it is.
Largest lead of the game for Star Valley at 8, 32-24. Stolen on the inbound, spin, shoot, no good. Rebound, foul. And to the line is the junior Elena Stevens. She had the steal, missed the first shot, got her own rebound, wanted a steal and the board is what she needed.
Well, I think it was, Avery England got the steal and then found Elena Stevens.
Okay.
And free throw no good. She'll get one more. That might have been Elena's first varsity free throw. Let me look.
She'll get another one from the Riverside Delta free throw line. Second one is good, went 1 for 2, and it's a 9-point lead. Raina Reese subs in for Natrona with 4:59 to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period.
Well, Lena's played some varsity minutes, but that might have been her first point in her varsity season, in her varsity action.
And ball lost in the backcourt. Not touched by Star Valley. Colling couldn't handle the dribble. Pressure back there and turns it over again. It's going to be Star Valley basketball. And a chance here to make it double digits, which is huge considering how this game has gone.
Well, and it's the Star Valley defensive pressure that's really been the catalyst here in the second half.
England spin around hooker in the lane. Hook shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Natrona. Phillies down the floor on the other end. Ball tipped, loose, picked up by the Phillies. They still have it. Stevens, nope, sorry, that's actually Reese. Drive, got tied up in a foul. They're going to call this on Nelson, I believe. Stops the clock at 4:20 to go in the fourth.
Third personal on Ambry Nelson, third team foul on the Lady Braves with 4:20 to go. And to the free throw line, this is Ava Colling. She's 1 of 2 tonight. First one is away and too strong, no good.
Still a 9-point Star Valley advantage.
Livy Kleeman, Hudson Kleeman, and Cam Mackey coming in on that dead ball.
I don't think we'll see Ruby Hill. She's at the very end of the bench, so she's probably done.
And that might just be out of precaution too. I could see that. Second free throw also no good, and it's off of Star Valley, so Natrona will get another chance.
There's Ruby, but the wrong eyebrow. That's funny. It's going to be Natrona basketball baseline. Phillies running out of time. They do get it to the left post. Shot no good. And the rebound is a fight for a jump ball is the call. Arrow favors Star Valley. It's going to be Lady Braves basketball.
They got it into Carly Dinkle, and boy, she had a good look at it. Just couldn't finish.
Timeout taken by the Phillies, a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Star Valley basketball following the Philly timeout. McGee will inbound against pressure in the backcourt. Lady Braves leading by 9, 33-24.
Well, Natrona scored just 5 points in this half.
Yeah, they led 19-15 at the break. Now Star Valley up 33-24. Good ball movement across the line. Breaking the press, now working the half-court offense. 4 minutes to go in the game. Star Valley by 9. Nelson drives, steps back, now drives again. Lost the ball, stripped out of her hands on her way up. Fights for the loose ball. Ambry aggressive, and it's going to be a foul on Natrona. Good job by Ambry to stick with that one.
Raina Reese going to pick up her third.
Oh, there's the left brow of Ruby. I can't really tell, so who knows. She left the game earlier after hitting the court and some blood. Maybe it was her nose, I don't know.
I guess could have been. She was holding something up to her forehead though,
yeah,
when she walked out of the gym.
Hasn't returned to the game since. She's been on the bench since coming back into the gym as Star Valley works the outside. Here's a three from Livy, no good. Rebound untouched out of bounds. It's going to be Natrona basketball.
Long distance shot not falling for the Lady Braves tonight. Just 3 of 17 tonight. 17.6%.
3:26 to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth quarter. Bad pass on the inbound, stolen by Livy Kleeman. Star Valley has it, back out to Hudson. working the perimeter with Nelson, and a timeout called by Coach Erickson. He has a 9-point lead with 3:19 to go. Wants to make sure his offense is in the right sequence to burn some clock down the stretch. It's a full timeout on SVI.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
3 minutes, 19 seconds remain in the game. Star Valley with the basketball out of their own timeout. Coach Erickson will have 3 remaining with 3:16 to go and a 9-point lead. Nelson, pressured on the outside, goes to Livy. Kicks it back outside again to McGee, who steps back. And again, no shot clock anymore, so Star Valley can milk this as much as they can.
It will be a thing next year, though, so I still think they're going to try and get something going here.
McGee, baseline, kicks it out to Livy, shot fake, dumps it, tried to go down low, but traveled beforehand, got caught between a shot and a pass, and that's a travel. So 2:50 to go in the fourth, and Star Valley up by 9, 33-24. Little pressure in the backcourt being put on by the Lady Braves. Tipped by Mackey, out of bounds. Couldn't quite keep her footing to corral it before it went out.
That backcourt of Cam Mackey and Ambry Nelson, that has been tough to deal with tonight, combining for 9 steals and I don't know how many deflections.
On the other end, Dinkle passes right key, spinning the lane, hook shot blocked, but with a foul. That's going to put Natrona to the free throw line, and 2 attempts with the clock stopped at 2:36 to go in the game.
Hudson Kleeman picks up her second, 4th team foul on the Lady Braves with 2:36 to go in the quarter, and Dutcher to the line where she's 1 of 2. That one's good.
Dutcher will have 1 more.
4 points, 3 rebounds in the game for Elena Dutcher.
Second attempt is good as well. So still plenty of time here. Star Valley was not able to push the lead to double digits. Those 2 free throws cuts it down to an 8-point game, 7-point game, 33-26. And so still a lot of time with 2:36 remaining. 4 fouls on Star Valley as well, so the next one does put Natrona in the bonus. That's the 4th foul on the Phillies. So next one has Star Valley in the bonus.
And that is personal foul number 4 on Raina Reese.
33-26 still on the scoreboard. 2:30 remains in the Hayden Outdoors fourth quarter. Nelson drives ball, poked away, stolen, and a travel call to give it right back. They'll say L.A.K. Sheets took a step before the dribble. And so McGee will inbound side out.
She was probably surprised. I think bounced right into her breadbasket.
Nelson has a screen. Works it back to the top of the key. Good ball handling by Nelson with a pass to Mackey. Couple dribbles. Nothing there for Mackey. Now Nelson holds it. A lot of time going off the clock. Nearing 2 minutes to go and a 7-point Star Valley lead. Ball poked away and stolen. Down the floor comes Raina Reese. Stop, shot, no. No foul and a rebound by Nelson, who she is fouled. Over the back is L.A.K. Sheets, and she's slow to get up. She's going to get up on her own with a limp. That'll be bonus shots on the other end.
There's that sequence for Reese. That was third personal on Ella K. Sheets.
Shooting 2 for the Lady Braves.
And to the free throw line is Ambry Nelson. Think about the night Ambry Nelson has had tonight, Duke. It's been a physical game for her. This is her first free throw attempt.
And it's no good. One more from the Riverside Dental free throw line. Stay with us for the Silver Star postgame show. I'll have Coach Kate Erickson thoughts on this. We'll have your stats and your player of the game. And the boys varsity game on the way after that, as Nelson's second free throw is good. That makes it 34-26, lead back to 8. Pressure in the backcourt still by the Star Valley defense. Trying to force Natrona to take more time off the clock, and they do get almost a steal, but a foul. You want a pressure to take time, but not foul. That's going to result in bonus shots on the other end, which gives Natrona a chance to score without the clock moving. A minute 48 remains.
Third personal on Morgan McGee. And this is Ella Reese to the line for the first time tonight. And that one's good.
She'll have another, down to a 7-point game. This to make it 2 possessions. And still so much time. A minute 48 to go. Coach Wilson of Natrona still has 3 timeouts. And this is trying to make it a 2-possession game. Bouncing, no good, but rebounded by Natrona, hitting the putback. And 2 points aboard and a score for Elena Dutcher. Huge, and a timeout taken by Natrona. A full timeout. We're down to a 5-point game with still a minute 45 to go. Back in 60 on SVI.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCST2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Fourth period wrapping up with a minute 45 to go. It is Star Valley basketball on a 5-point lead. Full court press by Natrona. Philly's trying to get a steal. Star Valley is in the bonus. A screen set for McGee gets her across the timeline. Picks it up on the side, double teamed, outlets to Nelson, and now they can burn some clock here with a minute 30 to go. Big crossover move by Nelson, finds Hudson Kleeman. Clock still ticking, not fouling yet in a 2-possession game. Phillies don't need to, they still have a minute 26 to go.
Bottom line is, if you're Star Valley,
Nelson drives, she found a wide open lane. You need what? You need one of those, right?
I was going to say, don't turn the ball over and make your free throws, and you're in good shape. And Ambry Nelson, as you said, found a nice lane here and got herself to the line.
2 shots from the Riverside Dental free throw line. Big one, she just needs 1. Well, she needs both, actually, to push it to a 2-possession game, 3-possession game.
First one's good.
Working on my numbers here, so that makes it 6, 35-29.
Ambry with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 7 steals. It's been a rough night, too. She's had to battle through a lot of physical play. Got them both.
7-point lead again. Star Valley continues to pressure in the backcourt, trying to force Philly to burn time. They do cross the timeline. Screen set on the side. Dribbling is Dutcher, gives it up to Reese. 63 seconds to go in the game. Raina Reese, now a 3, bouncing on the rim, no good. And a jump ball call on the rebound. Arrow favors Natrona. They're going to keep it on their end. 57.8 seconds to go.
Good job by Dutcher. She and Livy Kleeman get tied up here going to the floor. And been a physical night for Livy, too. Seems like every replay we show is her hitting the ground.
Reese after the inbound play outside, and a travel call, uncontested travel That's a huge call. Raina Reese gives it back to Star Valley, down by 7 with 54 seconds to go.
Some substitutions here for the Phillies.
They're going to play a little offense, defense, and a timeout taken. 30-second call timeout by Star Valley. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Inbound to Nelson in the backcourt. Star Valley with the lead and the ball. Natrona not having to foul yet, but it's getting to that point. Almost a 10-second violation, but Star Valley does get it across the timeline. A nice bounce pass up to Kleeman, back to Nelson. Now time running out. Natrona is going to have to foul soon, and nope, a timeout called first by Star Valley again. Coach Erickson's will have one more timeout, another 30-second. We'll keep it here.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of a pass from Ambry Nelson. She was in some trouble on that trap, and she basically threw a bounce pass that tight-roped to the sideline and somehow found Hudson Kleeman. Otherwise, that was starting to look like it was going to be a turnover. So good job there, and then Coach Erickson right on his horse there to call that timeout and keep possession.
35 seconds to go. If you're Coach Wilson, you have 2 timeouts remaining. Coach Erickson has 1 remaining, and it is a 7-point lead, and so Natrona will need 3 possessions. And if you don't get a steal here, you got to assume Natrona is going to foul if they can't get a pretty quick steal. McGee will inbound, goes backcourt to Nelson. No pressure back there with the clock now rolling down to 31, 32. Nelson in no hurry, but she does get her pocket picked. Taken away by Natrona for the steal, and then a jump ball tied up for a foul. They are going to get a foul on Star Valley. It's going to go against Livy Kleeman, trying to get the ball back. Stops the clock at 23.6 and will be bonus shots at the free throw line.
Well, that's about as bad as a 10-second stretch as you can have for the Lady Braves, barring giving up a steal and a layup, because you stop the clock. Phillies go to the line and can chip away at this. Raina Reese at the line for the first time tonight. And that first one is no good.
That's another shot to try and get this down to 6 points.
Lady Braves 13 of 19 from the free throw line, just a shade under 70%. Right now, even if Raina Reese makes this, the Phillies will be under 50%. That's on 18 attempts. She does get the second one, but that'll be something they'll look at as well.
Down to a 6-point game. Phillies can't get a steal on the inbound. 20 seconds to go. Mackey still on the dribble across the timeline. No foul yet. Mackey still has it. Goes to Nelson. Still no foul. Nelson pass left side to Kleeman. No foul. Clock down to 10. 9. Kleeman on the baseline. Double team. No foul. Pass up to Mackey. Spinning. No foul. And the time is going to expire. Star Valley will win. Natrona elects not to foul down the stretch. And Star Valley able to pass away from the pressure, hold on to the ball, and hold on to the win. There's your final. Lady Braves get a 4A West win over the visiting Natrona Phillies. Final score 36 for Star Valley, 30 for the Lady Braves, as Natrona falls to 1-9 overall on the season, and Star Valley advances to 5-4 overall. 36-30 your final as we head into the Silver Star post-game show. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Now let's jump into your post-game battle stats with Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Well, first for Natrona County, leading the way was Elena Dutcher. She finished with 7 points and 4 rebounds. 6 points, 6 rebounds for L.A.K. Sheets. 5 points, 5 rebounds for Josh Barons. 6 points for Addie Vance. All of those came early on a pair of 3-pointers. You had 3 points for Carly Dinkle, 1 for Raina Reese, 1 for Ava Calling.
We're going to send it down to the court. Millie Kazare with Coach Kate Erickson. Millie.
Tonight's game.
Well, we dug in and fought, and we knew it was going to be like that against these guys. We knew they were going to make it ugly, and we just had to come out after halftime and get after them in our full court press. It caused a lot of turnovers. We was able to get some buckets there in the third, so we just need to continue to find a way to score.
Awesome. And what did you think on the team's effort tonight?
Their effort was great. There's a few times they beat us to the ball, so we talked about that at halftime, but then I felt that we really stepped up and met them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the win, and we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report. Post-game with Coach Kate Erickson. Down back to your stats.
The Phillies going 3 of 12 from the three-point line, 25%, and 9 of 18 from the free throw line. Of course, that is 50%. Lady Braves with a strong second-half effort, and that's why they picked up the win, led by Ambry Nelson. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 7 steals. She finishes with that 12. That's the only player in double figures tonight. Morgan McGee had 9. 4 points for Ruby Hill, who sat out a good chunk of that game with that apparent injury. 3 points for Ari Foster, 3 for Cam Mackey, 2 for Kiera Allred, and 1 point apiece for Elena Stevens, Avery England, and Hudson Kleeman. The Lady Braves 3 of 17 from 3 and 13 of 19 from the free throw line as they pick up the win. First ever win over Natrona in Afton, and the first time they've ever won back-to-back games against Natrona County. So it was a battle, but they did get the W.
Battleston Brothers Flooring, carpet one floor at home. Post-game battle stats, quality, price, service, a block south of the arch in Afton. Battleston Brothers Flooring. How about your player of the game, presented by Star Valley Skidoo?
I think it's you got to go with Ambry Nelson tonight. You put up a stat line like that. She had to battle with some really physical play, and she persevered. I'm going with Ambry Nelson tonight, the senior.
Congratulations, Ambry, your Star Valley Skidoo player of the game. Top quality products with excellent service. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. Your final, Lady Braves with the win over Natrona, 36-30. That's it for the Silver Star postgame show. For those of you listening on Swift 98, we'll go back to the music here. For those on SVI Media video coverage, flip on over to the boys game. The varsity boys will be up next on the SVI Sports Network.